Good evening and welcome to the Rinks in Hot Pod Varsity action on the way on LI Sports Network. I'm Brady Campbell, joined alongside Paul Trentini on the camera, Gabe Takuri running our socials for what should be a good one. Final game here on the North Rink tonight. The East Islip Chiefs and the Kings Park Commack Knights. Knights 5-3, Chiefs 6-2. Both teams separated by 2 points. Chiefs picked up a 7-4 win over Satram, who just got a win to jump the Chiefs as they were tied in points, and they picked up 2 with a win over Ward Melville moments ago. There's a 7-4 win over Satram back on November 5th. Lafada, 4-goal performance in that one for the Knights last time out. 4-3 overtime win versus Northport Huntington, who they're chasing, back on the 9th of November. 2 goals in that one for Ledzinski. Both these teams on the collision course here. It's only November, but they're separated by just 2 points. When we come back, starting goalies and puck drop on the way here on the LI Sports Network. Here we go, starting goalies for East Islip. Number 1, Dario Baerga. 3 starts, 3.67 goals against. He's 2-1. On the other side, number 90, Jackson Murray, in 4 starts, 3.63 goals against. He's 2-2. KPC in the home white. East Islip in the row black. Puck is down. East Islip goes to work offensively. Great defensive stick that time, and coming over to get it and hold the line, Tierney Resinello. Centering pass, he takes a shot. Didn't make it through, rebound try, and he scores! The captain, Lafada, 1-0 in the blink of an eye, 29 seconds in. Had an attempt there, blocked down. He's the only one that finds it initially, and didn't really look like Murray saw it until the shot was on him. What a start here for EI. James Walsh gets the lone assist, and here they come again. One-on-one, shot from the outside, blocker save, big rebound, chopped at. Oh, what an opportunity, backdoor. Jack Fontaine dug into his bag of tricks and nearly had a highlight reel goal between his legs. Chiefs come out firing to start. They're kind of a middle-of-the-pack team last year, and they're right near the top this year. Once again, Sachem won tonight, so they jumped them in the standings. The teams were tied coming in. EI looking to tie them right back up. What a play, back door, they score! Fontaine with the stick handling in tight, and then drops it off back door. And Logan Barton the finish. Knights on their heels early. What a play that was. And just like that, 2-0 East Islip. So they're coming out firing here to start tonight. Can the Knights come back? They bring it in. We get whistles. Some pushing and shoving. Anything going to come out of this? No, it looked like puck ends up in the netting. That's all it is. And at the blue line, Scott takes a tumble back to his feet as the Knights look to respond. Right back out come the Chiefs, and look out here, potential breakaway knocked down. Goal-saving play, and how about another from Murray? And it's under his pen, and he keeps it out. Oh, a ton of action to our left. Blaszczuk, the pass didn't get through to him. The second try, it does. Jamming it on goal, and huge save for Murray. Keeps it 2-0. East Islip coming out flying here. And that's probably an understatement to start this varsity matchup. Here they come again. Resinello. Nice move that time from Lawler. Gave it up though. Down the ice. Held in by Sean Damian. Out to the point. Lawler. Give and go. Pass deflected. Taken away by Michael Miele. And he clears. Not all that far. Surata from the red line sticks it in. First one on here is going to be Musamichi. He feeds it to the corner. Back up top it goes. Shot deflects, goes wide. Hustling to get to it. Kieran Freeland. Back up the boards. Freeland holds it in. Musamichi on his forehand gave it away. Good intercept and then give it right back. Chance blocker save. Murray denying Dolson. And finally it's skated out. Here's Coco down the wing. Coco trying to answer back, and he does. Connor Coco. First real chance tonight for KPC. Finds the back of the net. The captain on the response. What a shot this is. Not much room, and he just roofs it under the bar. And a huge momentum-changing goal, perhaps, for the Knights as they try to get right back into it. Coco, goal number 5 on the season. He leads the team in assists as well with 7. This is icing here against East Islip. Goals unassisted. Barton from Fontaine. Fontaine team leading assist number 9. Barton goal number 4. And then LaFada team leading goal number 14. Walsh got the assist on that one, his 5th apple of the season. And now KPC coming right back looking to tie. Pass intercepted off the glass and out. Hustling after it is Haberman. He gets to it. He stretches a pass out to neutral ice. Turn back around. LaFada moving in. LaFada knocked off his stick. Followed up by Walsh. Couldn't find it. Corey Jacobs gets the red line. Puts it in. He's taken to the boards. Still being held on to. So it looked like the stick of the East Islip player was tied up there. No surprise, nothing came of that from either side, but it's cleared out. And look out here, potential 2-0. LaFada ahead of the pack, and he scores. 2 goals in less than 4 minutes tonight for Evan LaFada. May have gotten away with a penalty down one end. Did East Islip? They come right back, and LaFada on the partial breakaway. A little forehand, backhand fake there. Ryan Bradley and Peter Marizito get the assists. Well, LaFada's 15th of the season. Cole Calber had himself a night for Sachem right up there in goals scored with LaFada, but LaFada did not need long. 3 minutes and 44 seconds exactly to put up 2. Hoingman couldn't get to it. Behind the net, Maximus Ledzinski, who had 2 goals last time out in an overtime victory over Northport Huntington. Fontaine carries it ahead. Fontaine backdoor. And unable to get it to go that time. Coco, he's got the goal. The captain, Arguila, shot goes wide, big rebound. Hoyman backdoor, sweeps it in front. Doesn't make it through, rebound try blocked. Damien got in front of it, perhaps saving a goal. Fontaine's pass intercepted by Ryan Honigman. And dumps it down the ice from the wrong side of center. Bradley picks up his third assist on the season. Marazito, just his second, but it's a big one. And a blink and you'll miss it start here tonight on the North Rink. Already 3-1, not even 4 minutes in. Michael Mile gave it up, turning shot, just missed from Surata. Freeland holds it in. Brown up the boards. Freeland steps in front of it, takes the shot. This time it's swallowed up by Murray. .10:02 left here in this first period. Already 4 total goals up on the board between these two teams. East Islip could have a few more though. These two teams separate by 2 points. 6-2 for East Islip, 5-3 for Kings Park Commack, but looks like EI has certainly brought their legs here in the opening 5 minutes. This is Charles Surata. Up the ice it goes, chipped ahead. Surata nearly split through the defense. Musamichi trying to center and ends up in the crease, still alive, bouncing around the slot. Backhand try, sticked away. Haberman reverses course and all the way out. Freeland back on it. Galar for Resinello. Resinello with an overtime winner already this season. Centers it in front, knocked away to the blue line. Marazito. Behind the net, Resinello. Up top, Brady Reinhardt. Resinello off a stick and high. Brown digs it free and will sneak it back out. As KPC tries to sneak in the change. Dumped down the ice by Marazito. Reinhardt. Hold, shoots, deflected, save made, the rebound stopped as well. Another try. Murray keeps it out. Are you kidding me? Jackson Murray. 1 save, 2 saves. Sprawling, flipping around, a 3rd save, and he keeps it out of the net. The acrobatics on point tonight. He's had to be good in this opening half of the first period. Another try, makes a stick save there. Centering pass got through, they score! Jack Fontaine finds himself open in the slot and goes high glove. It's 4-1 EI. Oh, sorry, my opponent, that's number 98, Jack Dolson. It's one of the Jacks. Dolson, though, picks up the goal. 4th of the season from Connors and Reinhardt. EI picks up another one. Back in KPC. What is a little bit of a more reserved fan section for both these sides tonight. Shot glove down and held by Baerga. Usually these are 2 of the top student sections for varsity level, but don't really see any for either side. KPC certainly feeds off of theirs. Looking for a big jump here. Ebel goes down. It's intercepted by Lawler. Nearly picked her off right back, but Bradley deflects it down the ice. Or did he? No, he did not. No icing. Or icing, I should say. with 7:43 left here in the first. Face-off will be to the near side, it looks like. Jackson Ciafrone will take the draw against LaFada. Ciafrone wins it. Shot blocked. LaFada lost the draw, quickly got in the shooting lane though. And here's Ebel for Captain Ciafrone. Delayed offside. Cross ice feed Lawler. Halfway through the first. Already 5 goals up on the board in this one. Down the ice it goes, icing against DI. Came in tied in points with Sachem and Northport Huntington. Sachem won earlier tonight. EI has 3 separate 2-game win streaks this season. They've won 2, lost 1, won 2, lost 1, and come into this one on a 2-game win streak. Galar, get the whistle, and we'll do it again. For KPC, they've scored 8+ goals in 4 of their 5 victories. Only 1 here on the board so far, and they trail by 3. Still a long ways to go. This is Fontaine. Gave it away. Coco back in. Coco shot blocked. Haberman up top. Point shot blocker the way. Honigman checking at it. Fontaine chips it out and just kept out of harm's way by Ledzinski. Spilling down to the ice is Barton. Honigman chases after it with Marizito. Gets turned around. And then gave it up. Stretch pass looking for Barton out of his reach, and it catches an edge for an icing. Several icings here in these last few minutes by East Islip. They've been able to keep KPC at bay, but they certainly have to be careful with this potent offense as well. KPC 2 points behind Northport Huntington and East Islip, now 3 behind Sachem. They are 3 ahead of Ward Melville, who lost to Sachem. Here's Matthew Pascal, goes up top for Scott. Scott deflected down in low and just missed the net. That was Ciafrone. Good hand-eye there. Giving away to Ciafrone, just holds the line. Marizito chopping at it. And it's cleared down the ice, and wouldn't you know it, misses the net icing here against DI. .540 left in the first period. KPC starting to swing the momentum here with playing a little bit more in the offensive zone. Helped out by a couple icings as well. They hold that puck in by Erga out of his goal. Moves it around for Damien. And it's shipped back out by Aycroft. Aycroft checked hard into the boards. We play on. Clear the head. Pascal just able to get it back out. This is Jacobs. Stretch pass onto Pascal, and he chips it on. Potential chance down the wing here for KPC, and a save by Baerga. One of their better looks tonight. Doesn't go. That was Joseph Mezzasalma. Number 86 with the rush down the wing. Couldn't find the back of the net. Right off the face-off, chopped on goal. And a save made by Baerga. Pass right through the crease, doesn't make it through. Ledzinski Through his own legs, takes it wide, centers it, comes to the near side. Haberman takes it to the corner. Haberman in front, and that hits the stick of Mealy. Ledzinski held it in for a moment. Now it comes back out. Ledzinski into the attacking zone. Borzamato hunts it down. Reverse hit on Lawler. Ledzinski in the slot, scores! Maximus Ledzinski, his team leading 8th of the season, cuts the deficit in half. It's now a 4-2 game. This puck just rolls out to Ledzinski. Little shock and awe action there from number 77. And finally, KPC, they got the goal in between all the East Islip goals, but a lot of zone time there, and they're eventually able to break through. Ledzinski had 2 goals in their last game, as one here tonight. The defenseman has certainly looked sharp. 4 minutes left in this action-packed first. East Islip trying to get it right back as they go to work on the forecheck. Freeland held it in for a moment. Now it's Lafana, who is on hat-trick watch, not even 4 minutes into the hockey game. Up to Freeland. He's knocked down. Coco steers it in. Baerga stops it. Fired back out. Dumped in by Walsh. Ledzinski looking for the reverse hit. And then Coco stepped into Lafana, who took him down. And the refs letting them play here tonight. Ledzinski back in. Drops it. Arguila, shot on save. Ledzinski from a tough angle. Didn't have the angle. Put it off the outside of the net. Arguila. Cross ice feed. Coco maintains his footing. Ledzinski will play across corner. Wrapped around for Bradley. Bradley D to D. Emmett Galar's pass intercepted. Deflected in, no, not deflected in by Coco. It's another icing call. 2:41 left. Period number 1. An important game here in the early portion of the season for the varsity level here for the SCHSHL. Here's Reinhardt. Pass intercepted. Skated out. And then given away. Bouncing puck. Fontaine knocks it in. Jack Scott back on it. Just reverses course, intercepted by Barton. Goes down low with it. Return feed Barton. Back out to him. Up top Reinhardt. Reinhardt shoots, blocked down in front. And cleared by Antonio Borzamato. Marizito in his own end. Great play to angle the skate. Kick it on out that time by Jordan Haynes. Pass ahead for Barton. Barton over the line, swept it through. Resanello, a shot, big save. 100 seconds left in the period. Reinhardt shot, didn't make it. A tough angle try, stopped by Murray. Ebel trying to clear. Brady Ebel with the help of Kovacs gets it out. Fontaine. Quick stretch pass on for Resanello, deflected out of play by Jacobs. Face-off just outside the KPC zone. And they win it. Aaron Haberman stretches it out. Nicholas Lawler on the intercept. Resanello. See if Frone gives him a bump as he gets it deep. Haberman Rossinello in on the forecheck. A shot blocked down in front. Final minute, Rossinello backhands one to the slot, picked off by Ciafrone. Now after that goal, East Islip starting to come back with the pressure offensively. 2-on-2 battle here in neutral ice, and it's one away here for a chance for KPC that they couldn't capitalize on. Mezzasalma gets locked up, goes down low. One-timer fired wide by Pascal. Nearly a huge goal for KPC in the final minute. So it pops out, Rossinello. Dying seconds here of the period. Surata gets it in deep. Final 10. Murray chops it away. Surata. Musamichi now out to Lawler. Ciafrone. Chip to the point, held in at the buzzer. That'll do it for period number 1. All East Islip early, KPC hanging around though. 4-2 after 1 period of play. We'll be right back with the second period on LI Sports Network.
McMahon flips it up the boards. They shoot! They score!
And right now that team's been the Friars, so if the Cougars want to pull off an upset, that means possession. That shot, they score!
Back and forth he goes, dangling the puck. As now Minardi has it. Minardi will take it through the slot, stop short. Back up top to the blue line, send it back down low. Rebounded, out in front, Minardi with it now. 360 with a pad save.
At least 6 or 7, if not more, shots. Here's Scotty, odd man rush, 2-on-1 developing. Scotty scores!
And now it's going to be a chance here. Breakaway, Panicia to the backhand. He scores!
We're back with the second period on LI Sports Network. Right after the top 10 plays of the week there during intermission, 10 through 6. Second intermission will show 5 through 1. It's a 4-2 lead for East Islip here to start the second at the varsity level. Brady Campbell with you, Paul Trentini on the camera. Gabe Takuri running our socials as the puck is down and we're underway for period number 2. If you're just joining us, East Islip came out flying to start that first period. Goal after goal, but KPC got one mixed in the middle of all that and then got the last one as well, and they're within 2. East Islip going right back to work though here to start the second. Behind the net. Comes up top for Lawler. Lawler step shoot, shot blocked by Connor Coco, scored the first of the 2 KPC goals. Bayerga around the net. Tie up in the corner. Couple players going at it, and we do have a delayed penalty. First of the game, it's coming up against East Islip. Very physical first, the refs let them play. Not so fast here in the second. Rossinello is going to go for roughing. A golden opportunity here for KPC to get back right back within 1. They trail 2-0. They trail 4-1. And off the face-off, cleared all the way down. Jackson Murray out of his net. Is it for a teammate in LaFada? Sandwiches Jacobs to the boards for a moment. Jacobs moves it to Ledzinski. Ledzinski, long stretch pass out to center. Let's get it into by Mezzasalma. Mezzasalma, Ciafronin to take it from him. Jackson Ciafron taken to the boards by Freeland. And 5-on-3 upcoming. Ciafron goes down, pops out towards the front. Pass intercepted. We get the whistle, and it's a minute 11. As after the whistle, puck shot down the ice and into the goal. But instead, it's minute 11 of power play time. Looks like interference the call against Freeland. And KPC now up 2 men, down 2 goals for a little over a minute. They win the faceoff, centering pass. Jacobs chopping at it. It's cleared past Ledzinski and down the ice. Murray out of his net. Long stretch pass. And nearly intercepted by LaFada. Evan LaFada takes the puck away. He has 2 goals already. He's doing it all tonight. Ledzinski with 45 left on the initial penalty. Still 90 seconds left on the other one. Brings it over the line. Drops it off Mezzasalma. Back down Ledzinski. Skate to stick. Takes it out high for Jacobs. Ledzinski shoots off a skate. I believe it hit LaFada out high and misses. One-timer Pascal right in the high slot, blocked. Final 15 of the first penalty. Pascal shoots. Glove save by Erga. Took it out of the sky. 11 seconds left. On the first penalty, exactly 1 minute left here on the second. Can EI navigate 2 kills? They get the clear, and that should do it for 1. 1 leg over the board. And Russinello, 2 seconds and 1, back out onto the ice. 5-on-4, pass out of the zone. He went to the bench. Now they're telling him he had a breakaway opportunity, and by the time he was able to get there, Coco beat him to it. Coco back in. So Russinello, though, now stuck out there if he wanted to go for a change of a better matchup. Half a minute left in the penalty. Elbow knocks him down. Well, it's Dolson with 1 goal already tonight. Gave it away. Honigman back in, onside by Erga. Moved it away quickly. Russinello with 10 seconds left over the blue line. And a huge kill for EI as Murray will leave it for Brady Ebel. Back out on the ice, Freeland. They get through the 5-on-3. Russinello with 11 minutes left in the second period. Dumps it in. Haberman to an open area of the ice. Ebel will take it. Ebel, stretch pass, intercepted by Haynes. Cross ice feed. Fontaine gets there. Barton in front. Centering pass blocked by Borzamato. Ebel for Argila. Argila kept it moving. Honigman, or excuse me, that's Borzamato put a hit on. Now it's Borzamato from the red line, fanned on it. Haynes all over him. Fontaine as well. Poked at Honigman trying to get through. Another penalty upcoming here against East Islip. Interference again, the call. Going to the box, Sean Damien. For the third time in the last few minutes, another power play for KPC. East Islip surviving the 5-on-3. But living a bit dangerously here in the second. Face-off win for KPC. Pass across, Ciafrone couldn't settle it. Goes up top, Ledzinski. Down low, getting over by Erga. Rebound up in the air, loose in the slot. And East Islip able to clear. It's a 2-on-0, short-handed. Barton across, fanning on the shot, not really getting one off that time as the net pops off as well, much to the dismay of the EI faithful, as Dolson couldn't get a clean shot away. And KPC survives that sequence. They will have the draw deep in their end, though. They win the faceoff. Now it's Ledzinski. Plenty of room to stroll up the ice here. Gains the zone, drops it off. Shot by Pascal from the slot. Big rebound. Ledzinski back on goal by Erga. Scrambling, kept it out. Jacob stumbles down, holds it in, and is able to move it down for Ciafrone. Now Ledzinski down low. Ledzinski from the half wall. His pass hit a stick and nearly went on goal, but it went high. Ledzinski looking back door, knocked down, great stick. Dolson clears it out. Foot race. Barton short-handed. A break. Great back check by Ledzinski, but it's a penalty upcoming. And then after the fact, Jacobs gets done. Not sure which player the penalty's against here. And it looks like it might be Ledzinski. With 52 seconds left on the KPC power play, now no more. Long discussion between the refs and linesmen. The KPC fans want the late hit call as well, but it's just slashing against Honigman. Four on four for 52 seconds. Before a power play for East Islip, which would be their first of the game, albeit a bit brief. Lafana deflects it towards the net. Played away by Murray. Cleared out by Ledzinski. Followed up by Jacobs. And he clears it down the ice. Rather, that's Honigman. Sorry. Ledzinski in the box. 17 and 77. Half a minute left. Lafada takes a bump from Jacobs that separated the stick from Lafada's hands, and now a potential break up the ice here. Haberman had it knocked away from him. Comes back to Jacobs. Snaps it across. Honigman shot on by Erga, the save. .11 seconds left before a power play for 1:20 for EI. Well, right now controlling KPC. They swing it to the corner. 1:09 seconds of a power play now. Reinhardt under pressure, able to clear. And stuck right back in by Borzamato. Lafada with speed, knocked off his stick. Followed up here by Walsh. Shot. Lafada, the redirection. He pots home the rebound. And it's a hat trick for number 12. Gets the redirection on the initial attempt, flips the rebound up over Murray. Lead back to 3 for East Islip. Goal number 16 on the season. Walsh picking up another assist as well. Back in, Resinello tries to stuff it. May have caught the mask there of Murray. Pass up top. Shot along the ice. It's under Murray, and he gets the whistle. Sitting under his pad. Just able to keep it out. Back out comes KPC. Rosanello gets by him. 2-on-2 rush here. Kovacs for Abrams. Abrams down the boards. Just over half the hockey game played. 5-2 lead for East Islip in this highly anticipated matchup. Puck skithering in on goal, sticked away. Rosanello behind the net, looking for Freeland, knocked down. Stays in, now cleared out towards Abrams. Abrams, Kevin Abrams a shot off the stick of Baerga and wide. Brown chops at it off the outside of the goal. Kovacs trying to stuff it. Baerga won't allow that to happen, he covers. .6:39 left here in the period. KPC seemed to have some momentum coming in, but they had their power play opportunities as well. Could not capitalize to get within one, and big goal by LaFada for the hat trick makes it a 3-goal game again. Haynes looking for another, save Murray. Wadzinski down the ice, turns into an icing here. Faceoff will be to the right of Murray. And in the slot, Haynes couldn't get it through. Barton down the boards. Barton intercepts. One of the KPC players lost their stick out high as the shot went wide. Swept back door. That was Mealy that lost his twig. Under 6 minutes left here in the period. Honeyman, near side corner. Reverses Barton. Tried to center for Haynes. Couldn't get it through. Now Honeyman skates it out. Argila follows it up. Tried to throw it towards the goalie. Hit Mealy. He throws it in front, and Argila couldn't get it past Baerga. Shot up high from Wadzinski. Glanced off the glove of Baerga as he nearly picked the corner. Argila down low, intercepted, and to the line and out. And now it's Fontaine. 1-on-2, couldn't get through. Haynes the follow-up, looking back door, but Fontaine had vacated the front of the net. Barton to an open space, and Argila with some room to skate here. Chips it ahead, looking for Honeyman. It ends up on goal, steered away by Baerga. 5 minutes left in the period. Stretch pass, gets through. Barton, what a play. Dolson scores. KPC loses their numbers up the ice, and EI takes advantage. It's 6-2. Dolson, second of the game. Barton couldn't quite settle it, otherwise he might have had a chance to go in, but a diving pass across. Partial 2-on-0, 2-on-1 down there, and under the glove goes Dolson. EI has certainly come to play tonight. Barton and Haynes on the assists. Up in the air, Ebel steps in front, goes to Ciafrone. Ciafrone, nice move, and then he was cut off by Marazito. Well, now Pete Marazito up the ice. Trying to get through Ebel, left the puck behind, Ebel the steal. And here's Brady Ebel. Ebel, nice move, and then tried to drop it off. Recovery that time by Reinhardt. Down the boards it goes. Dolson on the cutback. Dolson goal number 5 on the year moments ago. Eichroff. Dolson left the puck behind. Eichroff knocked it past Scott. Puck tied up in the corner here. 2-on-2 battle. Now 3-on-2 in favor of the white jerseys of KPC. Time still running here in the latter stages of the second. Now Ciafrone digs it free for Mezzasalma. Mezzasalma just swings it towards the goal. No one home. Ciafrone holds it in. Throws it towards the slot. It got through. Baerga's got to move it, and he just did. Past Pascal. EI gets the clear. Sneak a few changes here in the period of the long change, or at least attempt to, as Borzamato saucers it on. Here's Abrams to the circle, looking back door. It was more of a shot pass that was steered aside by Baerga. Now Walsh. Marazito driving to the goal. Walsh a shot. It's behind Murray. Borzamato trying to send it behind the goal. It's still loose. Murray turned around and eventually gets the whistle. Excuse me, that's Tyler Burke now in goal. Tyler Burke makes the cover. Number 29 subbing in moments ago. Centering pass. Haynes couldn't settle. This is Freeland. Throws it towards the goal, covered by Burke. Down to the corner it goes. Lafala gets tied up. Behind the net it goes. And now KPC's defense tied up. Now to the corner. Nice move that time. Walsh trying to step in front. Backhand try. Unable to cover. Was Burke, but his team clears. And it's icing. So Dolson second tonight. .208 remaining here in the period. One forward this time by, looks like that's Surata, number 10. EI cleared ahead, Rassanello. Moves in with it, pass across. Shot doesn't make it through. And once again, another try. Burke with the save and the whistle. Face off to the right here of Burke. 102 seconds left here in the period. KPC's got to head north here. Try and steal a goal before period number 3 as they trail by 4. Biggest lead of the night for EI. Rassanello thought about putting the puck up on his stick for a Michigan attempt. Instead goes to Lawler. Coco steers it out. Argila 2-on-1. Argila moving in. Slides it across off the crossbar. That's the opportunity they were looking for Honingman, and then he had one there, and it got past his stick. Shot from the outside, stopped and held by Baerga. who had some help from his friend the crossbar moments ago. Argila running out of speed there, just able to slide it across through defenders to Honigman, who had Baerga beat up high, but shot it a bit too high there off the bar. Meanwhile, Resinello, looks like an equipment issue, going across the ice to the locker room here. Keep an eye on that. He slammed the door, so he's not happy about something. We hope it's not some type of injury, but we'll see. Hopefully he comes back with whatever it is. Hand pass here against KPC with 58.8 left. And he's right back out, perhaps a new stick, because he left the bench without a stick, comes back with the stick. Honigman, though, hit the crossbar, then had a pass back door, hop his stick. Those are two golden opportunities. Mezasoma nearly snuck that one under the bar over the mask of Baerga, but missed wide. Back in, Pascal, Mezasoma, missed high. Ledzinski, back down, big rebound, Mezasoma couldn't sneak it through. He missed again, Ledzinski, shot goes wide. Half a minute left in the period. Pressure here from the Knights, unable to capitalize. Fontaine knocked down by Ledzinski. Pascal under siege. Fontaine towards the front, knocked away. Shot on, blocker save, big rebound, Haynes, centers in front, what a save! Enter Tyler Burke. And how about this stop? He's had to make a few acrobatic saves so far, none bigger than this one. Out of his crease, able to scramble and get the glove on it, with just 8.2 left in the period. Behind the net, centering pass knocked away. One more point try, doesn't make it through, and the horn will sound to end the period. But EI extends their lead a little bit more here going into the final 15. Chances for KPC that they haven't capitalized on late in the period. It's 6-2 after 2. We'll be back for the final 15 here on LI Sports Network.
Dano to Nasta. Nasta around light. Into the zone, Nasta. Another move. Stays with it. Nasta scores! Tie!
The wheel. Fisher couldn't get around Resinello, and Resinello in with LaFada. Resinello shoots. He scores!
They'll go back for DiPietro. Pass on to Loeb. Loeb over the line, nice move. Lost the handle, it still worked out in front. They scored.
By Sherwood. Sherwood has it come off his stick. Spun by Crispin. Crispin to Karpowicz. Nice move. Karpowicz scores! Walter skating back to his Sullenberg. Gets it first. Pace centering pass. Saunders. Shut down by Rudloff. What a save.
Period number 3 on the way here on LI Sports Network. So 6-2 lead for East Islip after 2. Brady Campbell with you here from the rings. Paul Trentini on camera, Gabe Takuri on the board. As East Islip scored the only 2 of that frame to extend their lead to 4. Jack Dolson has 2. Evan LaFada has a hat trick as we're underway for the final 15 in this highly anticipated varsity matchup. These two teams separated by 2 points. East Islip looking to grow that separation here if they can hang on tonight. Shot from the outside, glove saved by Erga. KPC looking for a massive third period comeback here, as they were scouting the previous game. Ward Melville against Sachem, each of their next two games, both against those two teams. As puck covered here. Right off the face-off. KPC, 9:40 p.m. puck drop November 17th against Ward Melville. They were a game after that against Sachem. Those two teams met in the game previous to this. And Sachem picked up a big victory. East Islip next in action on the 16th, 7:50 p.m. puck drop. And the Islip rivalry renewed as they take on West Islip. Backhand try, save Burke. Another try, Burke got a piece of it. Here's Argila. Tried to get it through Dolson. Coco on the cutback. Dolson intercepts, then he took a tumble. Gave it up to Coco. Coco couldn't get through. Puck out to the high slot. Intercepted, and here's Connors back the other way. Gave it away to Coco. Stretch pass, looking for Honigman. Settles it. Honigman trying to step through. Could not. Puck slides in on goal by Erga, the cover. Face off on the near side here as KPC pressing a little bit to start the third. Had some chances at the end of the second. They just missed on. Pascal shot blocked down in front. Gets back on it. Centering try. Doesn't make it through. Marizito, the defensive play. See a thrown shot by Erga. Gets a piece. Another pass in front. Loose, what a save by Erga, but they score on the rebound. It's Jackson Ciafrone. Cuts the deficit in half. KPC back in it. They dial up the pressure here and pops to Ciafrone by Erga. Save for the highlight reel, but Ciafrone stays with it and jams it in. So make it a 6-3 game now. But still 13-18 left to play. And here's Damien for LaFada. For Haynes. LaFada. Damien. Now Bradley. For the line, pass LaFada. He's got 3. He's got 4. Have yourself a night, Evan LaFada, his 4th of the game. And just like that, EI responds. A little bit of miscommunication there defensively and leads to pretty much a partial breakaway. And he roofs it high blocker on Burke. This is Scott. Jams it ahead. Borzamato couldn't get it deep. For Brown. Brown backhand try. Save made. Rebound pops right towards the slot. Borzamato turns and shoots. Blocker save. Mealy. Down to Borzamato. He just plays the body there, but EI starts out with it. Saucer pass. Glove down by Haberman. Started ahead by Mealy. Mealy tried to drop it to Brown. It was a bit too far out in front of him. Resinello, though, under pressure from 3 Knights. Brought back in by Surada. Mealy. Looking for a path out. Gave the puck away. Tie up at the half wall. Comes back out. This is Damien. For Lawler. Back to Damien. Off the glass and in. Pops up in the air. Popped up and hit Mealy right in the mask. Stays with it though. Knocked off his stick. Here's Resinello. Tierney, Resinello, drag, shoots, left the puck behind. Musamichi tried to go down to the corner, is taken away and cleared back out. Waiting for his teammates to touch up. Kieran Freeland will backhand it in. Ledzinski banks it off the boards and chop back out to center. Lar across for Freeland. Wraps it around the boards. Here's Corey Jacobs. Had it taken away. Centering pass to the circle. Chopped wide by Haynes. Freeland. Shot in and out of the glove of Burke. Barton towards the slot. Here's Haynes. Haynes, pass, comes right through the Fontaine. Save made on the rebound. Tucked home. Second of the game for Logan Barton. And EI extends their lead once more to 8-3. Burke, a good initial stop. It pops right out to Fontaine, though. And then Barton finds the loose change. It's the second straight 4-goal game for Evan Lafada as well. Barton has 2. Dolson has 2. Certainly another offensive performance here by the Chiefs in a game that on paper we thought might be a little closer than this, but EI has come out firing from the get-go. Shot from the point. A couple saves by Erga. Dives on the rebound in the crease. Fontaine and Haynes with the assists on the Barton goal. Baerga has made some big saves as well when he's had to. Kicked back towards the point. Shot missed wide that time. Ledzinski with a big-time check into the boards. Down it goes for Abrams. Tries to go back up. Ledzinski has to move it quickly. His shot blocked, and it just comes out beyond the line. Jack Connors got in the way of that one. Kovacs backhands it off the linesman's skate, barely into the zone. Now it's Eichroth. Ledzinski under pressure. Down the ice it goes. Maximus Ledzinski behind the net. Stretch pass. Honigman settles. Here he comes down the slot. Honigman to the backhand. Double teamed. It still ends up on goal by Ergo. Will cover. Final game of the evening here tonight for the SCHSHL. We'll be back on Friday night, as well as the New York Islanders High School Hockey League in action, just getting underway this past week. Which, if you're wondering, is the Nassau High School League. Pascalin fanned on the shot. Pascal towards Ebel, out of his reach and back out, and he's got to hunt the puck down. Just kept it away from Walsh, who actually got a stick on it. Lafada across. Bradley, left pad save Burke. Stretch pass a bit too far, and it's an icing. Pascal couldn't reach it. .43 left in this one. East Islip looking for their first 3-game win streak this season. Shot on, in and out of the glove of Burke. They've had 3 separate 2-game win streaks, separated by a loss in between each win streak. But they'll with a win tonight. They hang on. They'll get to 14 points. They'll jump just back in front of Sachem. With Northport Huntington idle tonight, still at 12. Here's Resinello. Left it behind. Ebel had a teammate ahead, stretches it out. It could be a breakaway here from the wing by Erga. The save, looks over his shoulder, but he got it. Another chance. That's a second, almost identical chance tonight for Joseph Mezzasalma from that far wing. But Baerga stopped him twice. Meanwhile, there's only 4 players here for KPC's offensive faceoff. And it looks like Nicholas Brown will be the 5th. Ledzinski off the draw. Shot ramps into the netting. .744 left. We'll do it again from the same spot. Coco locks up with Fontaine, who won it back. Stretch pass on to Barton. Logan Barton drops it to Fontaine. Backdoor feed, and it nearly ended up for Barton with a wide open net and a hat trick waiting. Instead, it bounces wide. Halfway through the third. All East Islip here. They picked up where they left off in period number 2. Sia Frone got KPC started here in the third, but back-to-back goals from Lafada and Barton restore the 5-goal lead. Their biggest of the game, shot on deflected by Erica Covers. Both teams making changes here. Another offensive zone faceoff for KPC. And it's bouncing around a circle. Shot on from Mealy was stopped. Eichroth off the boards. Held in. Borzamato couldn't get to it. Scott holding the boards. Blocks down another clearing attempt and another. 3 in a row. Eventually, though, and he gets a stick on that one. Just couldn't hold it in. Good effort by Jack Scott to hold the line a few times, but East Islip now regains possession. And here's Dolson with 2 Genos in the hockey game. Down to the corner. Dolson. Nice move. Dolson centers. And it's taken away by the Knights. Morningman had it knocked off his stick. No offside there as it hit Olsen. Dolson. And now it's Freeland back in. Up high, drops it off. Point shot, score! Through traffic. Emmett Galar finds the back of the net. That seeing eye shot got through everybody and snuck 5-hole on Burke. Galar with plenty of time here to step into this wrister, and a lot of traffic in the high slot. Freeland picks up the assist. Not sure if Burke ever really picked that one up. And that, not that it appeared to be going KPC's way, but that's certainly the dagger here for EI with 6 minutes remaining. Lafada. Perhaps looking for a 5th. Couldn't get that one past Pascal, and then Pascal gave it to him. Instead, he centers to Bradley, and point blank, Burke the glove save. Burke finds himself in another Dangerous position as Bradley wide open. LaFada finds him. And a big-time glove save. Now, I don't know if it matters much in the score, but certainly for his confidence moving forward. And here's Bradley again. Bradley tries to saucer a pass through and comes right back to him after Jacobs blocked it. Pass towards the slot, knocked down. Out high, Damien. Backhands one across. It finds LaFada, knocked off his stick and back out to center. Sean Damien wraps it around and into the zone. Jacobs reverses course on Walsh. Gave it away. LaFada from the circle. Save made. LaFada again tried to jam it towards the net between his legs. Couldn't get it through. 3-on-2 KPC here. If they push it. How about this chance? Driving in. And a save made by Bayerga. The puck still appeared to be loose, but he does get the whistle. Meza Salma making things happen again. Can't find the back of the net, though. Number 86 has come oh so close at least 3 times here tonight. Can't find the finishing touch, but that was a nice move to create that opportunity. Brown wins it to Ebel. Shot pops up in the air, bouncing around, knocked away. Ebel holds it in. Abrams down to Kovacs. Kovacs gave it away behind the net. Abrams able to wrestle it back for a moment. This is Musamichi, goes around towards Freeland. Up for Tierney Resinello. Surata for Resinello. To the circle. Resinello on. Stopped by Burke, and he gets the whistle. Face off to the left here of Tyler Burke, who came in relief about halfway through of Jackson Murray. He's made some key stops. There's another one on Surata. Surata behind the net. Up top, Freeland. Freeland, Resinello, shoots and scores. Somehow he snuck that one through Burke. And East Islip has crossed the threshold. Double-digit goals here tonight. There's plenty of room there to step into that one. Burke aggressively out of his crease, but Resinello still beats him. And I believe that's the first of the night for Tierney. Here's Coco trying to get one back for KPC. Haberman stretch pass, dangerously deflected out to center. A recovery that time, and then a giveaway. And look out, Fontaine for Barton. Barton couldn't get it through. Bidding for the hat trick. A shot by Haynes up in the air, knocked down just wide. Swept to the crease, picked off by Ledzinski. Knocked out to center. Down the ice, Barton with speed, nice cut. Barton, under 3 minutes left, takes the shot, save made, the rebound is in. EI tacks on another, Jack Fontaine knocks home the rebound. And it looks like we have running clock the rest of the way. With now an 8-goal lead with 2.5 left. KPC back in, shot off the bar and stays out from a long ways out. And I believe that was Meza Salma again, who cannot buy a goal tonight. Second crossbar as well that KPC hit. Had a chance to keep themselves within striking distance late in the second. Honigman hit a crossbar. Under 2 minutes to go, it's Ludzinski. Really giving up here, bouncing puck back out to center. 100 seconds remaining. Ludzinski still under pressure from Dolson. Eichroth, Dolson pulls the trigger wide. Centering pass, knocked away. Sia Frone trying to slide it through. A chance here. Pascal, great defensive hustle. Lawler got in the way to get his stick on the shot attempt, and then Jacob just got run into on the far half wall. Meza Salma, 60 seconds left here in the third. Centers it. Intercepted. Dolson will steer it out for Eichroth. Matthew Eichroth trying to get it through. Dolson skate to stick. And Burke may have gotten the piece, and then the pass behind the net. Pinballs out to the front, but it's cleared away. Galar with his team delayed offside. Steer it in. They'll touch up. Jacobs in no hurry with his team down big here. Final half minute. Banks it ahead to himself. And now a full head of steam here for Jacobs. Knocked off his stick by Damien. Centers it. Knocked away. Lafada on the ice one more time here. Nearly had that puck going the other way, and now he does. 10 seconds left. He's got a 2-on-1. Lafada tried to center towards the net. Save made. Rebound shot high. On one last chance by Walsh. The horn sounds, and that'll do it. Wire to wire. The East Islip Chiefs roll to a victory here tonight, 11-3 over KPC. They separate themselves by 4 points. Third win of the season for Dario Baerga. Hat-trick Evan Lafada, 4 goals for the second straight game. 2 goals for Dolson, 2 for Barton, and East Islip rolls here tonight. And a highly anticipated matchup. Wasn't all that close for the most part. KPC will try and regroup as the Chiefs rolling right now. That'll do it for our coverage here tonight for the SCHSHL. For Gabe Takuri on the board, Paul Trentini on the camera, I'm Brady Campbell signing off one last time. The final score in this one, the East Islip Chiefs 11 and the Kings Park Commack Knights 3. You've been tuned in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on the LI Sports Network. Have a great night.